By shifting to a housing first approach that centers on getting folks back on their feet and getting them the help they need, we can turn the tide. I believe in taking action and working hard to solve our problems. On September 21st, vote to reduce homelessness. Vote for Dr. Manal Fakori for Mayor of Ocala.
Veterans Helping Veterans USA. Call 352-433-2320. We help veterans and their families with limited financial assistance, counseling, employment referrals, and a food and clothing bank. You can help in making a huge difference in the veterans' lives we serve by donating food, clothing, household items, or direct financial assistance. All donations are tax deductible. Veterans Helping Veterans USA. 352-433-2320. Thank you for your attention, and God bless America.
You're getting ready to move and you work hard. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. You need pros, trained professional moving experts to do the heavy lifting for you. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. They care about your things as much as you do, and they do it fast and right. That's why you call Two Men in a Truck, 352-289-0666. Visit twomeninatruck.com and get moving.
2 Men in a Truck.
Get out and vote. September 21st is the election for the city of Ocala. It's nonpartisan, so whether you're a Democrat or a Republican doesn't matter. It's a perfect time for all registered Ocala voters to be heard concerning local issues. Every vote matters. Don't let someone else speak for you by not voting. Apathy about voting has become somewhat of a problem. Get out and vote. Be part of the solution, not part of the problem.
Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440. A few of our tractor services include bush hogging, disking, and rototilling. We also have zero-turn mowers for the smaller paddocks, aisleways, fence rows, and lawn care. Fence row spraying is also available for weed control. We are family-owned and operated, licensed and insured, and farm-ready. Powell Gene, Gene, at yahoo.com, 352-629-2440. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440. Gene is a proud United States veteran.
Hello, I'm Mark Sears with Regency Printing. With over 10 years in the printing business, I know you'll find Regency Printing the place for all your local printing needs. Plus, I have fax services, mailbox rentals, notary service, U.S. mail, pack and ship, all at one convenient location, 2375 Northeast 25th Avenue. Just look for the yellow signs. Regency Printing, 789-6683. That's 789-6683. Regency Printing.
Now you've done it. Have you lost your mind? He's back. And you're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks on a Tuesday. We got Galen Unall for about 10 more minutes here, taking him up to 8:45 on the time clock today. Brought to you by Just Shipped, Pin Flooring, and Palm Garden Health and Rehabilitation. Galen, I asked you before the break, what were some of your takeaways, if you took one or two takeaways from your watching college football this week. While you think about yours, I'll give you mine real quick. Mine is, it looked like Alabama was in mid-season form against the University of Miami, who's supposed to be good. Now, does that mean Miami's bad, or is Alabama just in mid-season form already in game one? And the Big Ten is going to have a tough row to hoe this year. I mean, Indiana got embarrassed by Iowa. Indiana's supposed to be the better team. They got embarrassed, boat raced by Iowa. The Big Ten didn't look very good to me. The two things I took away was Alabama's in midseason form, and the Big Ten, maybe like you said, maybe the worst of the 4 or 5 major conferences.
Yeah, maybe a race for the ACC. ACC may be down this year. We'll see. I think that's actually can bode well for Florida State. But yeah, they didn't look good. But I think they've been on that downward spiral for a long time. Let's just look at who their coaches are, right? Because I think coaches dominate college football. Their coaches are terrible in that conference.
Wait, Brett Bielema is terrible.
No, I'm serious.
James Franklin is not good.
Go through the list. I don't have it in front of me. I don't have a computer.
That's the only two I got, brother. That's it. What's the guy at Ohio State? I forget his name even.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's the only one in the Big Ten who's got any kind of. I mean, they won the national title last year, so I'm kind of taking them out of the.
Nebraska got embarrassed. Illinois beat Nebraska. Scott Frost he's in charge of a dumpster. He's in charge of a dumpster fire.
Yeah, and it's going to take a lot. But I think Scott Frost will stay there for a very, very long time. I mean, Jim Harbaugh. You think Jim Harbaugh is a good coach? Nope. Trying to think who else is it there. Greg Schiano's back at Rutgers. We know what he did with the Bucks, or wherever he was with the Bucks. Yeah, he was with the Bucks. Yeah. They're you know, I have no idea who's at Minnesota or Purdue or Wisconsin, but come on. I mean, there is not a single coach in there that you would say, oh, okay, that's the solution. So, yeah.
PJ Fleck, who I don't even know who PJ Fleck is. Couldn't even tell you. He's the head coach at Minnesota.
Okay, there you go.
He's 40 years old. 40 years old.
But and here's the other issue with the Big Ten. When you look at what other Power 5 schools are spending on facilities, the Big Ten is not, right? Because they're in that old Rust Belt, and they don't have the money that they used to, right? You know, you look at the Ohios, the Wisconsins, the Illinois, right? I don't know, New Jersey's not really in there, but the Rutgers has never been known for its great facility. The Indianas of the world, they don't have all this money that, you know, the SEC does with huge booming economies like Atlanta and Charlotte and Orlando, for example. So they're going to really, really struggle for a long time. Birmingham, Huntsville, Alabama is one of the top 5 growing economies in the country, and you know, and that's an SEC powerhouse.
We got a text message in on the text line. You know, when I say text line, I mean friends of mine that text me on my phone. And one of them said, I learned that you can get COVID in a classroom, but not in a football stadium.
You can't. Well, it's outside, right? Tell me a game where it wasn't outside.
Well, I know.
I'll wait.
I know. They were all outside, but, you know, 90,000 shoulder to shoulder at Florida. Yeah, you can't get COVID there, but if you socially distance kids in a but if you socially distance kids in the classroom with mask and all the precautions, you can still get COVID in the classroom.
Sure,
it's just it's dumb, is what we're saying. That's what we're saying.
Agreed.
Hey, we got you about 5 more minutes. So coming into this week, so we've talked about week 1. You got week 2 coming up. You know, week 1 had some very good football games. Week 2, now we go to the transitional games. I would guess you would say.
Yeah, they're the.
You know, like Georgia Tech's playing Kennesaw State. Ooh, and Georgia Tech might lose that football game. By the way, as bad as they played over the weekend, they could lose that football game. I just don't see anything that stands like Auburn's playing Alabama State. Okay. You know, there's no. This is one of those directional school weeks where if you're a bettor, it's probably pretty good because you bet a 5 or 6 team parlay. You take just the teams just to win on the money line. They all crush their directional schools. I mean, you got to spend $300 to make 61, but still, you win $61.
That's awesome.
You know who looked bad? I'll tell you who looked bad this weekend. I was surprised at how bad Navy looked this weekend. Navy looked really, really bad.
That's a tough matchup for them. That doesn't surprise me at all.
So, but a rivalry weekend, and see, would this bother you to have a game like this? You know, like Florida State or Florida Miami. Would you want that game week 2 of the season? Is that a game that you think week 2 is a good spot for that? And I'll tell you why. You know what game is this weekend? Iowa State. I wouldn't want my big rival to be the second game of the season.
Here's you know why they do it? because they don't want both teams to come in with a losing record.
And they are both 1-0 coming into the game.
Correct. And therefore the ratings will be better. More people will be fired up. Because if you had it week 8, both teams would have a losing record. Traditionally. Not this year, but traditionally.
Taking a trip down to Miami this weekend, it would be a good time to go because my alma mater, not Georgia Southern, where I graduated with my undergraduate degree, but my master's degree alma mater, will be in Miami, taking on the Miami Hurricanes. And by the way, Miami's going to have their hands full because Appalachian State can play football.
App State is, they recruit really well. I'm always fascinated by the people that they recruit.
And if you've ever been to the town of Boone, the fact that they recruit so well into that town is amazing. Because there ain't a whole lot of spectacular going on in Boone. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's in the valley, so Boone is very flat. Campus. It's beautiful campus, but Boone is very flat. It's got mountains and waterfalls and all around it. But the actual city of Boone is in the floor of the valley, so it's actually pretty flat. So
in a basketball tournament up near there, and we went and toured it. And my son went there for Duke Tip. He went there for 3 weeks, my oldest. So yeah, it's a phenomenal little town.
And when I was there as a grad assistant, I got to know the head basketball coach at the time, a guy named Buzz Peterson.
Right.
His claim to fame, Michael Jordan's roommate in college. That's all.
That's it.
That's all.
That's it.
I got to meet MJ at Appalachian State because of Buzz Peterson one time. So, there you go.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, Galen, now that you're back in the Sunshine State, where's the Bloodmobile going to be located today?
Hey, the Bloodmobile today, we're going to actually be at the Winn-Dixie there on North 441, so come see us there. Or right there at our donor center on the Boulevard, 1607 East Silver Springs Boulevard. We are testing for COVID antibodies, so if you want to know if you have those, come by, check it out, and save 3 lives.
I'll tell you what, you can go give blood, and one of the best meat counters that you'll ever be is at that Winn-Dixie. So look at that. You can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Hey, Galen, talk to you tomorrow, pal.
All right, bye, all.
We'll be right back after this timeout.
Broadcasting from the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Keep up with what's going on in the downtown area with Ocala Downtown Newspaper. Delivering thousands of newspapers to businesses in the downtown area,